Hi, my name is Reese Greco. I'm in Biology 112, Section 203, and this is my protostomes assignment. And so today I've chosen the organism coral. Okay, so what is coral? The term coral is actually what we call a large group of individual polyps. So coral is like multiple polyps just together and they grow on top of each other. The polyps have a mutualistic symbiotic relationship with microscopic algae known as zooxanthellae that reside within the coral polyps. Zooxanthellae are photoautotrophic organisms which share their energy with the coral in exchange for protection. That's why it's a mutualistic relationship because both organisms benefit. The actual coral feeds on phytoplankton and other drifting critters through their tentacles, typically at night. This is because the specific swimming patterns of phytoplankton. During night, phytoplankton tend to swim vertically, and that's when coral will reach out their tentacles and grab. The common name of coral is what we call coral, and the scientific name is Anthozoa. Habitat. So coral are found only in saline, which means salty environments such as the ocean. They need salt water, not fresh water. They cannot be found in freshwater or estuaries because they are a specific organism where they do not differ in the salinity of their environment. Therefore, they require a specific salt to water ratio in order to survive. Coral also do better in clear water for energy purposes. This is why many coral reefs are found in shallow areas with water of more clarity. And this is because the zooxanthellae need clear water so photons can reach down to the coral and nothing can be blocked. That's why the water needs to be clear in order to help in photosynthesis and produce energy for them. Are coral prey or predators? Based on their diet, coral capture prey with their tentacles as food. This would define them as a predator, ironically, because you wouldn't really think that. But corals have no specific predator where they are a prey in any scenario. But it is an important aspect to consider that their environment has been threatened by human interference. Humans have caused oceans to be polluted more, especially during oil spills. Oils are nonpolar molecules and water is polar. So those two substances are immiscible. That means that they cannot mix. This is a problem because corals need clear water to thrive. And when oils create a barrier for the photons, that results in the depletion of coral reefs because they can't get any food through that mutualistic relationship. It just makes it harder for them to grow, even though they can rely on phytoplankton. What are some coral traits? So, some coral traits include attachment. The polyps secrete calcium carbonate on rocks in order to adhere to a surface. This creates a foundation for new polyps to emerge and continue secreting, which results in coral layers. These coral layers actually are what we call coral, ironically, but it's really just layers and layers and millions of polyps. Symbiotic relationships. They have a mutualistic relationship with zooxanthellae, which have allowed them to grow and gain extra nutrients. Toxins. This is a natural theme that we see in the common world. Coral can secrete toxins known as palytoxins, which are a lethal protection. Its unique chemical structure can affect excitable and non-excitable tissues in other organisms. There are some exceptions, though, with certain organisms, such as like clownfish and other organisms that do reside in coral. So why are coral important? Coral itself serves as an ecosystem. It provides a habitat for many species of fish and eels in various parts of the ocean. They provide protection from larger predators to many fish, shrimp, crabs, urchins, starfish, and even other coral, to name just a few. They provide a more community slash shallow habitat for other marine life that usually would not be found in deep open waters or drop-offs. Coral reefs are also an essential part of providing oxygen throughout the oceans. They are essential for most of the marine life today. Without coral reefs, most of the marine life would not be able to survive or would be extinct. In the midst of their role in the environment, their position on the tree of life falls under the category of animals. Ironically, they're not plants, so they are animals. They are of the class Anthozoa and the phylum Cnidaria. Cnidaria are loosely defined as stinging soft bodies in which coral can be hard or soft, and they do secrete palytoxins to sting. So, Here are my sources, and thank you for listening, and I hope you learned a little bit more about coral.